The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zobu, zobu, enyimba, master. Toya dike, nenu dike. Toya dike, nenu dike. Iye jamara dike, ruenu. Ekwe chenjigo. Iye jamara dike, ruenu. Ekwe dagarigo.
You see how they're messing them? Do you see how disgraceful?
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zobu, zobu,
we are live and we are direct. We may not like it and quite frankly, I want to be if you like it or if you don't like it or it doesn't bother me. We are live and we are direct.
But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba Biasika and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwuokike Abiama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Owe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu, not to be nobody, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these no-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
We have tried to live in Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.
defending him. Fulani people are defending him. But you idiots from the south, from the east, you're talking rubbish about your one Nigeria. Whereas a terrorist, a killer, a murderer is in government as a minister. His own people are the people defending him. But you are in the south attacking those who are fighting for your freedom. And you're telling me that your brains are normal. Maybe that's your one Nigeria. Whereas a terrorist, a killer, a murderer is in government as a minister. His own people are the people defending him. But you are in the south attacking those who are fighting for your freedom. And you're telling me that your brains are normal. Maybe there's something in Suya, maybe in Kilishi, and that cattle that they give to us to eat. There must be something fundamentally wrong with us as a people. Fundamentally wrong with us as a people. And we must confront it. And confront it we shall. These people lecturing us about no secession. You're destroying the country. You people, you Fulani idiots, you Fulani bigots, you Fulani impostors, you Fulani vagabonds are the same people that welcomed the rehabilitation of terrorists. You granted bandits, killers, murderers, and kidnappers amnesty. I want Obia not to listen. I want Tripas to listen. I want Tripas, this idiot, Sarikin Fulani of Imo State, Hope to listen very, very carefully. You people are fools because you cannot listen very well. The same people you're fighting for, killing your own people because of them, they are the ones rehabilitating, so they claim, putting the army that we have today. Somebody might come and say, you have given the order that the police and the army should be attacked. All those idiots. Some of you fools who cannot reason, we are not attacking any police. We are attacking the terrorists that they brought into the police and into the army. They are the ones killing our people. We must defend ourselves. You fools cannot reason very well. We are not fighting any standing or legally, properly constituted army or police. These are the same Fulani terrorists, murderers and killers. The same people that went in, in Damatru or wherever it is, killing and slaughtering Christians in droves. You fools that cannot reason. The same Boko Haram that has been killing, the same Fulani terrorists have been killing people. They are the ones now in the army. Did you not see them? Recruit them into the army? You're telling me we shouldn't fight them? These are terrorists in police uniform and army uniform. You're saying we should not fight them? Is that what you're saying? Are you that foolish? Are you that stupid? This same Fulani pontificating about peace and unity and anti-secession whatever garbage that they are pouring out of their useless, stinking Janjaweed mouths. These same idiots, these same fools are the ones that rehabilitated Boko Haram. So they claim. These fools are the ones that granted amnesty to bandits. Now, let me surprise all of you. Surprise, surprise. Those that are giving amnesty to are Fulani terrorists, Fulani bandits, Fulani kidnappers, Fulani headsmen who are murderers and land-grabbing urchins. These are the people that are giving amnesty to. You people should reason. You zoo animals called Nigerians, reason for once. The hypocrisy in Fulani, their hypocrisy is astonishing. Hypocrites. Fulani, who is responsible for the state of almost anarchy in the zoo, who is responsible for the hopelessness of the security framework of the zoo, Fulani, who is responsible for insecurity, Fulani, who are the bandits, Fulani, who are the terrorists in the zoo, Fulani, which people are going about slaughtering and taking over other people's farmlands. It is you. You people are the problem. Unfortunately, some idiots from the south cannot see it. You wanted to show us that you know how to write grammar, writing rubbish about one Nigeria. You are defending something that is indefensible. Indefensible, you fools. Some smelly rats, some smelly garbage, gutter, alamajiri, gutter. The lowest of the low. If it's one of those of their fools talking, I will even understand. From the gutter. Not contributed one single thing to the advancement of the zoo. Not one single contribution has the Fulani ever made. Tell me one national contribution that the Fulani has ever made to the advancement of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Just name one thing, absolutely nothing. They want power. Power and control of oil and gas. That's all they need. That's all they want. So they can run your lives for you and control your destiny. And you're not ashamed of yourself to claim that you're educated.
Iwe were iwe gị n'ọnụma gị wee bịa leta anyị ụmụ anyị wee na-anwụsị ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị kunie ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị niile n'iyi okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị bụ ka anyị kpọkụ onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọbụ anyị mara aka n'ime ha si maka ha aga n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri ọhịa nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra bụ ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwe kwesịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwe kwesịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị anya ka isi wee hụ ndị iro anyị n'anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizọba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro bi na anyị bụ ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ọjọọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe tituo ozu ọ bụ ọkọwa mgbe emilere Goliath Chineke nna nke igwe wee memire Fero sikwa otu a mee ka Fero gbagụzọ n'ihu ụmụ ndị IPOB ka o wee taa akwụkwọ iguni ọtọ ọzọ ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ ọ bụgụ nwa bụ ekegere n'igwe n'ụwa onye ọbụla kere gị nweghị mmalite nweghị ọgwụgwụ kama anyị onwe anyị bụ anọkwa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie kama marakwa na ogwu gị na-anọgide gị ego mgbe ebighị ebi ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ bịa ka iwe mee ka ebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chukwu abịa ma
ise yes. Welcome fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. I welcome you this evening to this wonderful program we are about to bring to you here in IPOB, Western Cape, South Africa Media. I welcome you, fellow Biafrans, in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama Premihenine. As I welcome you, fellow Biafrans, I want you to welcome others, welcome your friends, welcome your family members, anyone that loves freedom that you know, welcome him to this evening because we are here to speak the language of freedom. And it's very, very important that we invite every lover of freedom anywhere they are. Share the program, share it in all the platforms where you belong. Share it in your Facebook, share it in your WhatsApp group, anywhere that you can share it. Very, very important. As you join us or as you are joining us this evening in this program, I want to ask you to remember to share the program. Share and like. Very, very, very important that you always share our videos. Like our videos. Join us each time we are live. Remember, we are on all platforms. We have IPOB Western Cape page. You can join us there. You can also join us in Frank Onyebuchi's Facebook page. You can as well join us on our YouTube, Frank Onyebuchi or Onyebuchi or Onyebuchi on capital letters. Very, very important that you join us because the messages or the message we bring to you this evening is nothing but the truth. And it is very, very important that you sit back and listen to what we have in stock for you this wonderful evening here in this part of the world. I bring you greetings, fellow Biafrans, from my coordinator, Mazino Centalia, Western Cape representative. I also bring you greetings from the 9 coordinators we have in IPOB Western Cape zone. I also bring you greetings, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, from all the executive of Western Cape IPOB zone. I want you to remember, to know one thing, that in this part of the world, we are serious, we are fanatical about Biafra. We have no second options. The only option we have in this part of the world is to restore Biafra. And we stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, come rain, come sun, come winter, come summer. Any time, any season in, season out, we stand with Onyendu. Because he's the only man that has paid every price. He has paid the price that no other person has ever paid in our life. So we are standing with him, and we shall continue to stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why we believe and stand on IPOB Code of Conduct. Even when people has fallen off, or rather fallen out with IPOB Code of Conduct, we said no. We shall continue to stand by the rules and regulations that guides IPOB through the Code of Conduct. That is why we are still standing. We are not shaking. We are not going to be shaken. We stand gidigam. All the fights, all the fighting, all the sabotage, all the propaganda against us could not stand, because we have IPOB Code of Conduct, and our attention is, and we continue to be focused on IPOB Code of Conduct. We know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out in a very short period, and everything will be sorted out. The storm will be over when he comes out in a few weeks' time. Until then, we shall continue to stand on our position. We will never be swayed. We will never move our step, not an inch. Because we know we are standing right. We know that we believe what we believe is the right thing, and what we are doing is also the right thing. I welcome you this evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. As you are joining us, do not forget to share the program and like the program. This is IPOB Western Cape South Africa Media. Here we speak nothing but the truth. We are without fear or favor. We are fearless before our enemies. We are not here to represent any individual, but to represent and to defend our fatherland, Biafra. For us, it is Biafra today, tomorrow, and forever. If you are offended by our resolve, we have no apologies for that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB worldwide, and his position is incontestable. IPOB is here to restore Biafra, and we are not going to be swayed until Biafra is restored. We welcome you to IPOB Western Cape South Africa Media, saying it the way it is. I want to remind you that here we have no permanent friends, and we have no permanent enemy. What qualifies you as our friend or part of us is doing the right thing, devoid of envy, devoid of jealousy, devoid of hatred, devoid of confusion, devoid of propaganda. Like IPOB Code of Conduct said, he said, opposition for the sake of opposition is prohibited in our struggle. And as long as you are not in that category, you are part of us, you are our friends. But when you begin to do the wrong thing, it is obvious that we are not going to stand with you. Neither are we going to stand by you. So I welcome you, fellow Biafrans, share this program. I don't know why it is difficult for people to share programs like this. It does not take anything away from you sharing the program, liking the program. That is the least you can do. I am full of anger, but I'm trying to put a smile in my face. But behind this smile, my heart is bittered. I am filled with anger. I'm filled with rage. When I look at what is happening to us as a people, as Biafrans in general, when I look at what is happening to us as a people, as a race, and when I look at the way we are reacting to those things, it breaks my heart. When I looked at the struggle, the men or the people that surrender the struggle, when I look at them, when I look at the kind of spirit that is in them, the spirit of envy, the spirit of jealousy, the spirit of hatred, when I see all these things, then I look at the place we are today. Then I look back how we started this struggle. And I looked at the pace we were moving, and I compare it with the pace we are moving currently. It is heartbreaking. It is very, very heartbreaking. I am not happy. I am not a happy person. But we must do what we must do. We must do what is needful. We must continue to push, because immediately we stop pushing, immediately we stop coming here to talk to you, immediately we show any sign of weakness, then the enemies will triumph and run over us. So because of that, I continue to push. But there is no hope, there is nothing to ginger me, there is nothing to push me forward. Everything is bringing my morale down. Men are not men anymore. The people that surround Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all of them are sellouts. Not one person that is serious. It brings me to one of the reasons my heart is breaking. My heart is broken because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was strict, believing that he has people with him. Though something in him tells him that he was alone. He kept fighting it. He kept talking about it in parables. If you listen to the video clip of our leader that I just played before I started this program, he was talking about those who they will buy over. He was talking about them. He was talking about it. He saw it. He foresaw. He saw that he has nobody with him. But all these men pretended to be standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not knowing that in actual sense, they are there by their own benefit,
not for their own benefit, not for the benefit of the Biafran people, not that they are interested in restoring Biafra, not that they are interested in helping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to achieve his objectives. They were there to achieve their pockets. But Chukwu Okike Abiama has a way of doing things. You know, all things works together for them that love Chukwu Okike Abiama. When they were kidnapping, when they were discussing how to sell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when they were discussing, and when they finally sold him out, they thought that everything would die a natural death. Even the Nigeria and British agents, the British government and Nigerian government, those that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, those that planned this evil to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they thought that they were going to succeed in destroying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and eventually destroying IPOB. They forgot that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet of Chukwu Okike Abiama. They forgot that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not call himself. They forgot that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if that thing is not in line with his destiny, they wouldn't have succeeded because Chukwu Okike Abiama wouldn't have allowed it. But Chukwu Okike Abiama allowed it for a purpose, so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu may know or may see, so that those Judas, so that those evil men, so that they will be exposed. Because if ordinary person like me comes to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and tell him that this man that you see clustering around you, these men that are singing your praises, if I had come to him and said they are not part of you, in reality, that they are all pretenders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would have asked me to get out from his presence. But Chukwu Okike Abiama allowed the enemies to succeed temporarily. But he commanded them, do not touch his heart, life, because his life is in the hands of Chukwu Okike Abiama. You can do every other thing to him, but do not touch his life. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is alive today, witnessing everything that is going on. They try to change IPOB from freedom fighting movement to pressure group. Today, they use those men that worked with them, those men in DOS, those men in IPOB, that the enemies entered, that the Nigerian states used or is still using to work against the struggle. They use them and do caricature today. They come on social media, talk down on them today. Tomorrow, when it favors them, they will lift them up. But those men, these men did not know that Nigerian government is using them to do caricature. That is why they still have the mind, the spirit, the face to come to social media and talk. That is why they still parade themselves as freedom fighters. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, our people are lame, our people are docile. Why did he say that? Because our people are this type of people that does not value anything. The only thing that they value is money. When there is money, they can do anything. You sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of money, so that you can destroy the life that he has built. So you can destroy what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has, what has taken him everything to build. And you thought in your myopic mind that you will succeed. You are not, you said you are fighting for freedom. You are not part of Nigeria. And everything about Nigeria you have rejected. Because anything that you rejected, you reject everything that has to do with it. You don't say that you can't come out and say, I don't eat rat. But when they bring rat for you, use your mouth and be sharing it for people that want that eats it. So this man, you said you don't want Nigeria. You said you are not interested in anything that has to do with Nigeria. Nigeria is evil country. Nigeria is evil entity. Nigeria is wicked. Nigeria is this. Nigeria is that. But anytime Nigeria activities like election comes out, you come out and begin to tell Nigeria how to run their elections. You don't want Nigerian states. You need a country of your own. So you put one leg in Biafra, the other leg in Nigeria. That is why you go to Imo State. You tell them, this is Hope Uzodimma must go. You come to Nigeria election, you tell them, Igbo man must be president. And you said you are fighting for freedom. You said you are fighting for a nation. You said that you don't want Nigeria, and everything that has to do with Nigeria, you have rejected it. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rejected everything that has to do with Nigeria. Anybody that says otherwise, you start fighting that person. Thinking that by making noise on social media, thinking that by promising Nigerian government and politicians that you are going to calm the situation, that you are going to do something about, thinking that by saying it, you can achieve it. You can never achieve it because you are not coming from the right angle. You are coming with a heart filled with deceit, filled with envy, filled with jealousy, filled with hatred. Biafrans are wise. You can take everything away from us. But when it comes to discernment, we discern. When we look at you, when you come before us, when you stand before us, we'll be able to discern you and know the kind of spirit you have. That is a gift. That was why immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came on board. We look at him. We saw him. We saw that he has a pure spirit. He is truthful, and he is willing to do what he's promising us that he will do. We saw that he's not going to betray us on the way. The spirit that we saw in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is pure. But you came out from nowhere and you are pushing, forcing yourself on us, thinking that by doing that we are going to listen to you. We are not going to listen to you. Because what we are fighting for is not something is between life and death. What we are fighting for is between evil and good. What we are fighting for is the future of all our children and of our unborn children. So it is serious, more than serious. We are fighting to preserve our lives. We are fighting to preserve our culture. We are fighting to preserve our tradition. We are fighting to preserve our everything that has to everything has to do with us. Because if you look at Nigeria today, everybody has seen what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started talking about Islamization, people they thought he was mad. He thought, You know, when people are talking, just like I'm speaking here, some people will look at me and say, "Who is this person? This is a mad person." Because my message is unattractive. You know, truth. When you're hearing truth, if you are not pure, I'm talking about those who are not pure. When they hear truth, it scratches their ears. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started talking about Islamization of Nigeria, they have but one point. They want to dip their Quran in Atlantic. They want to Islamize the Nigeria. When you talk about Islamization of Nigeria, they have conquered the north. They have conquered the west. The only place that is left is what? East. They are putting their foot in our land already. Their foot is there. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and he started hammering, today what is happening? What is happening? Is it not obvious? When they tell you that everything that is going on in the zoo, Britain is the architect of it. Everything you see Fulani people doing today, without Britain, Fulani people cannot do anything. Some of you don't believe these things. You don't see it. When we talk about these things, you people don't believe it because your minds are covered. You don't want to free your mind and lift that cover that is covering your heart so that you will begin to see deep. You think that this agitation is about personal interest. You think that this agitation is about making yourself popular. It's not it. There are things we can do on social media. We can start doing these things that they are doing on social media, and we are popular. You don't have to be a freedom fighter for you to be for you to be popular. But we are here because we mean business. We are fighting for what is right. We are fighting for what is bigger, greater, more value than money. That is freedom. When they tell you that Britain is the head of evil, they are so devilish. British, those people are mean. No wonder they are able to carry out all these atrocities in Africa and around the world. And up to date, it has not changed. Their heart has not changed. They pass it, excuse me, they pass their evil from generation to generation. Their forefathers pass it. It's in the DNA. British people are evil people, naturally. There is nothing anybody can tell me. There is no one person in Britain that is good. I am telling you. No matter what the person is pretending to be, the only thing you still looks at him and think is good is because he is not in the position to deal with you. That person that you think that is good, give him the prime minister tomorrow and see what he's going to do. He will be worse than the one that is there today. The one that is there is not purely a British person. He's an he had an India ancestor, India, whatever they do call it. But look at him. He turned his ears to hear the truth. Because immediately you step into that position, you have become the spirit of their ancestors will automatically come upon you, and you become a monument and definition of evil and wickedness. British people are evil. I just want you to know that. That is why they have the mind to conduct that genocide in our land. They conducted it where over 7 million of us were killed, massacred. And they sat on it. Up to today, they have not recognized it to be a genocide. They have not called anybody, hold anybody responsible for that. They have not apologized for that because they are evil. There is nothing touches their heart. They have heart of stone. They thrive in wickedness and evil. That is why they join hand with Nigeria to kidnap a British citizen who was traveling with their own passport, with British passport. They don't care the damage. They don't care whether they lose their respect or not. As long as they achieve that evil intentions, they are fine. They are satisfied. They think they can fix anything. But it gladdens my heart that even in their own country, their own nation, they are losing it to Muslims. In nearest future, a Muslim is going to be a prime minister in that country. Write it down as I'm talking it. In the nearest future, there will be a Muslim prime minister in Britain. It's not going to be far. Very soon. Maybe after this one, you will see it. It will happen. After all, the one that is there is a Hindu. The one that is here today is a Hindu. So if a Hindu is there, then the next is Muslim. And you know what Muslims are up to. Immediately that happens, they are gone. They came to our land, all the way from Britain. They came to our land to Islamize us. The Christianity they brought to us, they are not happy. They are not happy about it. So now, their final intention is to Islamize us. The way they forced Christianity to us, is the way they want to force their Muslim faith worship or whatever to us through their Janjaweed Fulani men. But unfortunately for them, we are awake and we are waiting for them. We shall see how far this can go. Listen, let me show you this write-up here. Listen. Just in, Nigeria recognized as Islamic State amid UK Foreign Secretary's talk with Arab nations on Israel-Hamas conflict. Did you see it? Britain has already recognized Nigeria. Look at Nigerian flag. This is Nigerian flag here. Green, white, green. You can see it. This is a British flag as a host. This is which I think I don't know who owns this flag, but this is the Arabic people's flag. This is all of them. This one, I don't know. But this, what I'm trying to say is that you look at it very well. Nigeria recognized as Islamic State. That is it. So as we are talking now, officially Nigeria is now an Islamic State. Officially. It's no more hidden. They have come open to make that proclamation. Now, Nigeria is officially an Islamic State. So very soon, it's going to be renamed to Islamic State of Nigeria. That is the next step. Let me tell you something. If you think those private jet owners in the name of pastors in Nigeria is going to do anything about it, you are joking. All of them has Muslim background. They don't have problem with that. Go and check. Why would they care? All of them work hand in hand. As long as their business is intact, they don't care. They don't even care if they start converting back to that religion. But what I want you to know is that the British people are evil. They have nothing. The only thing they have for us is hatred. Whatever we did to them or to their ancestors is very painful to them. And do you know what we did to them? The only thing we did to them is because we are wise. We know what they know. They have never stopped fighting against us because we know what they know. We as Biafrans, we know what they know. That is why they are afraid of us. That is why they are dealing with us. That is why they are doing everything they are doing in order for them to break us. Unfortunately for them, we are unbreakable. They cannot break us. No matter how hard they tried. They have started trying a long time. Before 1914, they amalgamated Nigeria. They have been trying. Ask them, is Nigeria no more a secular state? When you merged Nigeria, did we look like we are closer to Islam? Did we look like we have the same belief, the same ideology, the same religion? Why do you have now? Why now, after all these years? Why now? Why are you coming now to force us and put all of us under Islamic rule? You allowed Sharia in the north. Is that not enough for you? Now, you want to bring Sharia down to us. We shall see how it will go. Chukwu Okeabiam is on the throne. We shall see. I want to be playing a video now of the what's it called? The Cameroon. The one that where is this? Just give me a second. Let me bring the video. Okay.
Today, I've been chairing a meeting of foreign ministers from Arab states and other Islamic countries here in London to talk about the situation with respect to Israel and Gaza. Obviously, today we've had the positive news of a humanitarian pause, and this is an opportunity to get hostages out and to get aid in to help people in Gaza. Obviously, we want all of the hostages to be released. There was never a justification for this, and we'll continue to work to get that done. But we must use this pause to help Palestinian people in Gaza, to help their suffering. But also, let's think about the longer term. How do we start to put in place the building blocks of a secure and stable Israel able to defend itself, but crucially also justice and peace and stability for Palestinian people?
Did you hear that?
Today, I've been chairing a meeting of foreign ministers from Arab states and other Islamic countries here in London to talk about the situation with respect to Israel and Gaza. Obviously, today we've had the positive news of a humanitarian pause, and this is an opportunity to get hostages out and to get aid in to help people in Gaza. Obviously, we want all of the hostages to be released. There was never a justification for this, and we'll continue to work to get that done. But we must use this pause to help Palestinian people in Gaza, to help their suffering. But also, let's think about the longer term. How do we start to put in place the building?
You know, forget about the whatever he's saying there is not important. The place I want you to capture is from the beginning of his talk. There is something he said there that is very, very significant. And I want you to listen so that you can capture it. Let me bring the video back. Listen now.
Today, I've been chairing a meeting of foreign ministers from Arab states and other Islamic countries.
Today, I am chairing a meeting with Arab states and some Islamic countries. Now, let me wait. I'm coming. I want this thing to be show on. I want it to show on. Yeah. Now, listen. Pay attention on the flags of the Arab states and the Islamic countries, and you see the flag of the zoo. Look at it here. Look at it. So to pretend Nigeria is now an Islamic state, to pretend Nigeria is no more a secular state. Now the question we should be asking Britain is this: Britain, is Biafrans among the Islamic state countries you talked about? Are Biafrans among those Islamic states you talked about? When you talked about the Islamic countries you hosted this meeting with, is Biafra part of it? Are we now Muslims in Biafra land? Where is the respect? So you don't respect our religion anymore. We don't have freedom of worship. We don't have, excuse me, we don't have rights to choose our religion anymore. When have Nigeria shifted from a secular state to one religious state like Islamic state? Why do you have to refer Nigeria as one of the Islamic countries? Is Nigeria an Islamic country? Have Biafrans exited Nigeria? Oh, maybe in your eyes, we are no more part of Nigeria, obviously. But why are you fighting against it? Why can't you use your office, call your government to come and do the needful? Because you people, you are the problem we have. The reason Nigeria is still standing in their fake one country, is because of you British people. You know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. Why do you force us, or why are you forcing us to be part of it? When you know that we are not Muslims, we are not Islamic people, we don't worship the same God, we don't believe in the same faith, we have our own belief and our own culture, our own tradition, our own religion. Why do you have to do? What about all the other religions in Nigeria? So you are telling me that Muslims have swallowed all that religion. They swallowed Christianity. They swallowed traditional worshippers. They swallows other because there are so many religions in Nigeria. Are you telling me now that that Muslim has swallowed other religion in Nigeria, which made Nigeria an Islamic state? British people are evil. These men are evil people. Look at it. They are evil people. It's only Chukwu Okike Abiama that will deal with them the way he wish. Chukwu Abiama will deal with Britain in his own way. We don't have the strength to deal with them. But Chukwu Abiama surely will deal with them. They have done so much abomination, so much evil against us. Listen to him.
Today, I've been chairing a meeting of foreign ministers from Arab states and other Islamic countries here in London to talk about the situation with respect to Israel and Gaza. Obviously, today we've had the positive news of a
Today, we are share. Oh God, this man. He is here making Nigeria, and they have officially unveiled it. They have covered it all these years. They have tried to deceive people. When Mazi Amdekan was shouting, Nigeria, the plan is to Islamize Nigeria. The plan is to Islamize Nigeria. So many ignorant, gullible fellows, zoo animals, they refuse to see. They refuse to listen. Even at this moment that it is in the air, it is open, in the open now, everybody know. They do not believe it yet. They Nigeria is the only place that they see truth, they fight it. They fight it even when they are going to the grave, they continue fighting the truth. That is why Gowon has not deemed it fit to apologize to Biafrans for the genocide he committed. He rather suffer and die than to die with a peaceful mind. That is Nigeria for you. That is Nigeria for you. Britain has officially unveiled Nigeria as Islamic State. That is what I brought, the news I brought you this evening on this particular issue. And I have another thing I'm going to share. When I talked about those men in the struggle, those men that surrendered Mazi Amdekan, when I talked about them, those men that somehow manipulated their way to Mazi Amdekan, I have a reason. And I'm going to show you a video. And I want you to listen. When I bring up a video or when I'm doing a program, if you are following me, if you are watching me, I want you to watch me with open mind. It does not matter the camp where you belong, because in IPOB today, or in this struggle today, we meant to know there is no need hiding it. We have camps. There are camps here and there. That is the truth. We have to believe it. And until Mazi Amdekan comes out, nothing will change. Only when Mazi Amdekan comes out, that everything will fall back in place. But as it is today, there are camps. IPOB. So I'm talking about you. Even though you belong to those camps, it's your decision. I don't care. I don't know how you sleep at night, but it's not my business how you sleep at night. As long as after this program, I climb my bed and I sleep like a baby, because I know that my heart is pure, clean. When I see a spade, I call it a spade. I cannot see a spade and I will call it something else. No. Just like I'm telling you, I want you to see the damages these people are doing to IPOB as a movement. I want you to see that they have lowered IPOB. You know that before, they used the world used to look at IPOB as one impregnable struggle union or movement, they used to see it like that. They used to fear IPOB. They used to give IPOB, when they see us moving on the streets, they used to give us a kind of respect. You carry that as you carry yourself so high if you belong to this family. But what is happening today, this man has destroyed it, and they have brought us to the lowest. When they start to involve themselves and start to strike deals with Nigerian government, was the time they have destroyed everything that we hold there. The only thing that is still keeping us today is the truth in us. The only thing that still sustained IPOB today is the truth. And that is why Mazen Ekanu said, we are white, and we are whiter than snow. We are white. That is the only thing that sustained us. Look at those men that are still standing. They are men of truth. Any man you see still standing today, who have not sold his soul to the devil, is a man of truth. Look at it and see. This man has done so much damage to IPOB. If IPOB were to be ordinary movement, just like MASOP, IPOB would have been gone. MASOP did not face what IPOB faced, and is gone. Look at what IPOB is facing today. And look at us. We are still giving Nigeria hard. Nigerian government is still shaking. Nigerian government is still running helter-skelter. Because they thought that immediately they put their hand of Mazen Ekanu, is over for us. They didn't know that Chukwu Okiabiama is preparing men that will stand in place of Mazen Ekanu until he comes out. Just like he did in South Africa. They thought that when they immediately they got hold of Mandela, that the agitation for equality is over. They didn't know that that is when mad men, people that are mad, will come up. Oh, I wish this men, I wish those men are men. I wish they know, understand what they should be doing. If those men had known what they should be doing by now, Mazen Ekanu would have been out a long time ago. I am serious. But look at it. They rather joined Nigerian politics, trying to turn IPOB to pressure groups, talking about election, talking about things that are irrelevant. They left what is relevant and start doing something that is not relevant. But thank God that, thank Chukwu Okiabiama, today we have the cause to rejoice. Because when they thought that they have destroyed us, Chukwu Okiabiama did what he needed to do. Today, we are the ones smiling. I want to play this video. I want you to listen critically. Listen. I have two of it. I will play this first one. After playing the first one, then I will play the second one. Then I will talk about the video. I'm not going to interrupt it. I will allow it to play until the end before I will come back and talk about it. So now listen, Biafrans.
I'm not in Nigeria. I don't need to discuss about Nigerian issue.
Yeah, the Biafran. Oh, that is his position. That is in Mapa's position.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm not in Nigeria. I don't need to discuss Nigerian issue. So
why is he discussing it?
These are things that when they are coming in.
Yes.
When you are not a Nigerian and you now went into Nigerian issue, it's most uncalled for. So he would have concentrated on agitation. You're concentrating on whatever is talking about BIAFRA and getting BIAFRA independent. So coming in to talk about this
nation
that it doesn't belong to. I mean, he's talking from both sides of his mind, one mouth. So in most times, people don't see him as being serious again in issues of what they ought to be. Because if he's campaigning against Uzadima, we now know. If he's campaigning in favor of one particular political party, we will now say, yes, you are a member of this political in Nigeria. When they are not in Nigeria, and they now come as a Cameroonian, you come to talk about Nigeria. And this is your political from. That is where we start from. Then going down to being Uzadima and his the problem he's having in Imo State, from his even hometown, from his hometown to the senatorial district where he has had a problem. I mean, I personally, I used to tell the people there that they should look inwards and know what is happening. Because when they talk about this IPOB issue, you go to Olo, as the area where he comes from. It's where the when we're talking about, I'm talking as a human being, I'm not talking temporarily as a journalist or whatever. When you go to Umai, where Nandi Kano comes from, it's very peaceful. You come to Imo State or where nothing is happening. Go to why this agitation more in Olotu? You get to Olo.
Where's the Mapafu from?
The Mapafu, he's the Mapafu is a ghost.
I don't know if I did.
Hey, now listen to another one.
Let the Nigerian government look at him, tackle him headlong. He's on his own. When IPOB say we are going it this way, he will say this way. When IPOB say this, we are going this way, and the Emapoafo, the spokesperson of IPOB, has always been saying, Simon Ekpa is not part of us. Any instructions is given. Do you know
that? But all that are rhetorics. The people listen to his propaganda. They listen to his campaign. I watched one video.
He said he's rhetorics in what sense?
No, they obey him when they say sit at home and don't sit at home.
When they now say the men
have they not been sitting at home?
But this the Mapawafu, the spokesperson, they continue saying, telling people don't obey this.
I said people are obeying. People are obeying in the sense that he has not been able to stop the influence of Simon Ekpa. Because one,
who do you want to stop? Who do you want to stop?
No, there should be a counter propaganda.
He had the propaganda comes in.
And he has succeeded?
The propaganda comes in. Do you think that the man tell people what they want, what they need?
What they want to hear.
What they want to
That's
hear.
the point I'm making.
I mean, but talk of IPOB setup administration, they are not part of it. They have issued for a long time.
Okay. So why is this? Why is it that his propaganda is still very potent?
One is that if Nnamdi Kanu has been released, because that is what people are saying, releasing Nnamdi Kanu. He is not even talking about releasing Nnamdi Kanu. He's not in that direction. He's saying that nothing will stop him to do what he wants, not even when they release Nnamdi Kanu. But most of the reason why people still obey what he says because Nnamdi Kanu is still at large. So if Nnamdi Kanu is
you listen to the two videos now. We are going to go back to the first video.
I'm not in Nigeria. I don't need to.
We are going back to the first video. We are going to talk about it. I played the video so that you can listen to it before I go back and talk about it. You heard what he said about Emma Powerful or Emma Powerless. There's nothing powerful about him. And they keep calling that man IPOB spokesperson. That man is not IPOB spokesperson. He can't speak for IPOB. He's a media publicity. That is what he's doing. His job is, I don't even know who gave him the job, but that is the job he allocates to himself. Media publicity. That is what he's doing. He's not speaking for IPOB. Everything you see that man, Emma Powerless, saying is his own way of, just like I am here in this page. I am not a spokesperson for IPOB. So you can't come tomorrow and said, Mazo Ebuchi, IPOB spokesperson. No. I'm in the media. So Emma Powerless is not IPOB spokesperson. Mazinam Dekano never allocate that to him. And in our code of conduct, there is nothing like spokesperson. So Emma Powerless is not IPOB spokesperson. But you know, Zoo, they have a way of twisting issues. But I just want you to look at this man, what he said about Emma Powerless, because Emma Powerless dared to interfere in their shenanigans called election in Imo State. Then he's trying to remind Emma Powerful where he belongs. Listen to where Emma Powerful belongs.
Discuss about Nigerian issue.
Can the BIAFRA? Oh, that is his position. That is in Emma Powerful's position.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm not in Nigeria. I don't need to discuss Nigerian issue. So
why is he discussing it?
These are things that are coming.
You are not a Nigerian, Emma Powerless. You don't have rights to discuss Nigerian issue. That is it. That is the truth. I said it before. Why are you talking about who will become Imo State governor and how the elections should be conducted without devoid of violence, devoid of rigging and all that stuff? Are you a Nigerian? Why? Why would you tell them how to, if they want to appoint hopeless or them, is their right to do so. You are fighting for Biafra. You must remain in the same lane, not jumping from here to here. When it suits you, you jump to Nigerian politics. When it suits you, you restrict yourself to Biafran agitation. No. That is what this man is saying, and I agree with him totally.
Yes. When you are not a Nigerian, and you now wade into Nigerian issue, it's most uncalled for. So you would have concentrated on agitation. You concentrated on whatever is talking about Biafra and getting Biafra independent. So coming in to talk about this
nation that
it doesn't belong to. I think he's talking from both sides of his mouth. So in most times, people don't see him as being serious again.
Did you hear that? Did you hear why I said that, you know, if you look at this, they are making just, they are laughing, they are making mockery of these men call themselves DOS. They are making mockery of them. They are making mockery of Emma Powerless. They say the reason why they don't take Emma Powerless and DOS serious is because they speak with the both sides of their mouth. They are Nigeria, they are Biafra. They can't define whether they are Biafrans or Nigerians. Because when it suits them, they join Nigeria. When it doesn't suit them, they join Biafra. Just like they did during the election or presidential election. This man made a very vital point. People, you see, when we talk about the level of damages this man has done to IPOB, some people don't understand it. They did a very bad job with IPOB image. People start looking down on IPOB because of this man called himself DOS. Emma Powerless. They are telling you that you should mind your Biafra agitation and leave Nigerian politics. That is what they are saying. As a zoo, they search for an opportunity to feast on you. You think you are standing with the zoo, but they are looking for, look at what they said, look at how they talk down on you here, making mockery, laughing at you, at your stupidity. Biafra, Nigeria.
Issues of what they ought to be. Because if he's campaigning against Uzadima, we now know. If he's campaigning in favor of one particular political party, we will now say, yes, you are a member of this political in Nigeria. When you are not in Nigeria, and they now come as a Cameroonian, you come to talk about Nigeria.
Who does not know that during the Imo State governorship election, that the so-called DOS had a candidate? They had a candidate. You know it. These men know it. They knew that those guys had a candidate in Imo State election. He made a reference. You can a Cameroonian cannot come and tell Nigeria how to run the election. You are a Biafran and you had a candidate in Imo State election, and you want people like this to take you serious. You want Nigerians to see you and take you serious. That is why when they came on Radio Biafra, nagging, shouting, when you look at the viewers, nobody viewed them. People don't listen to them. Radio Biafra is finished. What are you coming there to listen? To hear about people who are not serious in what they are doing. Tomorrow they are Nigeria. Today they are Biafrans. Tomorrow they are fighting for agitation freedom. Tomorrow they are pressing for who to become a governor in their state, and they are fighting for Biafra. Oh, Chuko Kiabiam. Bless Mazinam the Khan.
That is where we start from. Then going down to being Uzodinma and his the problem he's having in Imo State, or his even hometown, Olu, from Olu his hometown to the senatorial district where he has had a problem. I mean, I personally, I used to tell the people there that they should look inwards and know what is happening. Because when they talk about this IPOP issue, you go to Olu, as the area where he comes from. It's where the thing, when we're talking about, I'm talking as a human being, I'm not talking temporarily as a journalist or whatever. When you go to Umai, where Nandi Kano comes from, it's very peaceful. You come to Imo State or where nothing is happening.
This man, shut up your mouth and say what you know. All of you claim to be a journalist, and you are here talking rubbish, talking something that you don't know. An old man like you are disgracing your children. What do you mean you don't know? Hope Uzodinma is killing people in Olu. That is the reason why Biafrans are defending themselves in Olu. It's not only in Imo State that we have ESN. Why is Hope Uzodinma bent on destroying the youth of Olu? Why is Hope Uzodinma bent in destroying the communities in Olu? You want to hear that is not. Have you heard that they are killing IPOB in Umuahia? Have you heard that they are looking for IPOB in any part of Abia State to kill? Did you hear any time that they are looking for ESN to kill in Abia State? The question you should ask yourself is it only in Imo State that you have ESN? Why is Hope Uzodinma bent in annihilating ESN and IPOB and the entire Imo youth? Because to Hope Uzodinma, every Igbo youth is IPOB and deserve to die. He brought, when Hope Uzodinma was was talking about how to bomb people. You did it. Where were you? Okay, Aaron. When Hope Uzodinma was calling Nigerian military, Nigeria Air Force, to come and bomb and be burning communities, tagging people in their villages as terrorists, where were you? Okay, Aaron. You're coming here to say you don't know why, what is happening. You know, all of you are in this together. All of you are in this together. All of you are in this together. All of you. All of you are in this together. Let me complete it and move to another video. Where is the video again? Let me forward it.
Where's my powerful from?
Emma Powerful on his Emma Powerful is a ghost.
Did you hear it? Emma Powerful is a ghost freedom fighter. Have you seen anywhere in the world that somebody is fighting for freedom and he's a ghost? Then, did you hear? You heard everything, how he demolished Emma Powerful here. Because Emma Powerful and the DOS tries to interfere in their selection in Imo State. Because Emma Powerful and DOS tries to dare them in Imo State. Now, they came on national television to remind them, Makasa Aron Bagidi Ike, Egosio Esisi Ejitoya. In case Emma Powerful have forgotten, they reminded him that they know who he is. They reminded him where he belongs. But now, when it suits them, listen to what they were saying about Emma Powerful. Listen.
Let the Nigerian government look at him, tackle him headlong. He's on his own. When IPOB say we're going it this way, he will say this way.
Fellow Biafran, when this man is talking about IPOB here, listen, let me make it very clear. When this man is talking about IPOB here, I want you to know that he's talking about IPOB Nigeria, not IPOB you belong to. Not IPOB I belong to. When he's talking about IPOB here, he's talking about IPOB Nigeria stroke DOS, not our IPOB. So I want you to get it very clear so you don't get confused with what he's saying here. He's referring to IPOB Nigeria because now we have IPOB Nigeria. Those that are involved in Nigerian politics. The IPOB Nigeria stroke DOS. That is what he's talking about here. So I want you to get it very, very clear.
When IPOB say this, we're doing this way, and Emma Powerful, the spokesperson of IPOB, has always been saying, Simon Ekpa is not part of us.
Did you hear? You hear how he respectfully addressing Emma Powerful here? Emma Powerful, the IPOB spokesperson, Now, Emeagwafo is no more a ghost. The same man is this same man that said that Emeagwafo is a ghost. But here now, that he wants to use Emeagwafo to send a message. Now that he wants to use Emeagwafo in his own, to his own advantage, he's presenting Emeagwafo as an angel, as a human being. Now, a ghost has suddenly becomes IPOB spokesperson. Now, a ghost has suddenly becomes a human being because he wants to use that same ghost to drive home his agenda, his evil agenda. But we are watching. Let's continue listening to him.
Any instructions given. Do you know
but all that are rhetorics. The people listen to his propaganda. They listen to his campaign. I watched one video.
He said it's rhetorics in what sense?
No, they obey him when they sit at home and don't sit
When
at
they
home.
now say the men
Have they not been sitting at home?
but
Listen. Listen to him. Listen, this man put that word to him. He got confused. He now started asking the man rhetorics as how, in which context. Now the man told him that the same thing, the rhetorics he's talking about, the people are listening to it. That is why they are sitting at home. He got confused and he scratched his head. You see, immediately he scratched his head. That shows you that he is confused. He's trying to remember a lie. He's trying to remember a lie. This man, this Okearan, he's trying to remember a lie. That was why you saw him scratching his head and be talking. For that few split seconds, he got confused until he now remembered. Pinocchio. Or Pinocchio. Pinocchio. Oh,
this the more powerful, the spokesperson, they continue saying, telling people don't obey this.
I said people are obeying. People are obeying in the sense that he has not been able to stop the influence of Samuel Ekpa. Because one,
who do you want to stop? Who do you want to stop?
No, there should be a counter propaganda.
He had the propaganda comes in.
And he has succeeded?
The propaganda comes in. Do you think that the man tell people what they want?
Listen, there is nothing like propaganda here. This is how you people go about destroying what we are doing. There is no propaganda here. Ezoku Ubuntu. What is propaganda? That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is illegally abducted and brought back to Nigeria. What is propaganda there? What is propaganda that Nigerian government, Nigerian appeal court discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Nigerian government refused to let him go? What is propaganda there? What is propaganda that people said we want to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free before we can sit at home? What is propaganda there? What is propaganda that you people, through your military, terrorist military, are coming into our land to kill our men, to kill our children, to kill our women, to rape our sisters, to kidnap our mothers and fathers? What is propaganda there? Where is the propaganda? These useless, shameless men are talking about in this studio where they are now. What is the propaganda that you're talking about? What is the propaganda that you think that Samuel Ekpa is using to get Biafrans to obey sit at home? The only reason why Biafrans listen to Samuel Ekpa is because Biafrans notice that Samuel Ekpa is on the side of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only reason they listen to him is because he told the Biafran people that until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is freed, they should continue to sit at home. And Biafrans listened because that is the right thing to do. And you are coming here misleading people, telling them that it's out of propaganda. We are not into propaganda. Everything we say is in public. Just like what I'm saying now, everything that you hear me say is in the public. I can always prove them. I have video evidence of it. And I'm using it to drive home my points. So you coming back tomorrow to say that what I'm saying is propaganda, that means you are out of your mind. You don't know what you're talking about. Zoo animals everywhere.
They need.
What they want to hear. That's the point I'm making.
I mean, but talk of IPOB setup administration, they are not part of it. They have
disowned
for a long time.
Okay, so
what did this man know about IPOB and our administration? This man that is talking about IPOB, whatever his nonsense rubbish he's talking about, what does he know? How can this man make this useless comments? Huh? What does this man know about IPOB? That he's talking about IPOB, IPOB administration. He doesn't know anything about IPOB.
They are not part of it. They have
disowned
for a long time.
Okay, so why is this? Why is it that his propaganda is still very potent?
One is that if Nnamdi Kanu has been released, because that is what people are saying, releasing Nnamdi Kanu. He is not even talking about releasing Nnamdi Kanu. He's not in that direction. He's saying.
You see? You see how, you see, when they talk about, they are the chief what? They are the main people that drive that they run in propaganda. He said he's not even talking about how to release Nnamdi Kanu. The same you have been talking about sit at home. What is sit at home for? You sit at home to bring your ancestors back to life. The sit at home that you are using as a weapon against the Simon Ekpa today is the same sit at home that is being the only thing that propelled the sit at home is for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. To release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to pressure Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why you are seated here in this your studio talking today is because somebody is doing something. If there is no Simon Ekpa, you won't be sitting here where you are sitting now, talking about Biafra and how to quench the fire. If it were to be you and the Mapa Powerless and DOS, you will not be here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would have been forgotten. That has always been your plan and objective. But unfortunately, it is not working out that way. And you are going mad. You are contradicting yourself. You talked about the sit at home. What is driving this at home? Are Biafrans sitting at home because they want your ancestors to come back to life? The only reason why they sit at home in the entire southeast, as you call it, and Biafran land at large, is because they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released. That is the only thing. So I don't know what else you want by making that comment that he don't even want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released.
Am I Nigeria? I don't need to.
Let me remove this man from my screen. He's a Nigerian, but he's seated there talking about Biafra. He's afraid that Biafra will gain freedom and leave. We are talking about something that is you don't know. You are not in IPOB. You are not part of the struggle. You are not in part of Biafran struggle. But you are coming here to tell us the structure, the administrative runnings of IPOB. You are coming here to tell us how Powerful is telling you that this person is been ostracized. This person has been dumped. That person has been dumped. Why are you interested on that? Why don't you face your Nigeria and leave us alone? If we are killing ourselves, let us finish killing ourselves so you can have peace. After all, we are your problem. So let us kill each other so you can have peace in your useless Nigerian zoo. But here you are talking about something that is, you know, the most annoying part of it is that that is why I say that this IPOB Nigeria has really dealt with us. With us. They have dealt with us. They are the reason why these men are talking to us. They are the reason. Let me see if I can complete the video. Let me see if I can complete the video. Where is it?
Let's the Nigerian government look at. They are not part of it. They have
disowned him
for a long time.
Okay, so why is this?
What is happening? What is happening here, man? Don't know what.
Let's the Nigerian government look at him, tackle him headlong for a long time.
Okay, so why is this? Why is it that his propaganda is still very potent?
One is that if Nnamdi Kanu has been released, because that is what people are saying, releasing Nnamdi Kanu. He is not even talking about releasing Nnamdi Kanu. He's not in that direction. He's saying that nothing will stop him to do what he wants, not even when they release Nnamdi Kanu. But most of the reason why people still obey what he says because Nnamdi Kanu is still at large. So if Nnamdi Kanu is let's the Nigerian government look at him as been released. Because that is what people are saying. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu. He is not even talking about releasing Nnamdi Kanu. He's not in that direction. He's saying that nothing will stop him to do what he wants.
Tell your terrorist government to release Nnamdi Kanu now. You people are more scared of Nnamdi Kanu than you are to Simon Ekpa. Your government, your terrorist government, are more scared of Nnamdi Kanu. If they are not scared of Nnamdi Kanu, they would have released him since. Because Nnamdi Kanu has been there going through all series of torture for almost 3 years now. He has not capitulated. He has not given up. He still tell them the same thing he told them the day they kidnapped him. It is Biafra or death. The Nnamdi Kanu stand there. So your government knows Nnamdi Kanu more than you okay, know. Your government know Nnamdi Kanu. They are afraid of Nnamdi Kanu more than they are afraid of Simon Ekpa. If not, they would have released him long time ago. So you coming here to say that releasing Nnamdi Kanu, that they are going to do this, your government know. They know. They are scared, afraid of Nnamdi Kanu. Because Nnamdi Kanu is there in their hand, still telling them, commanding them, telling them what they must do. Even after all the torture that Nnamdi Kanu is going through in their hands, Nnamdi Kanu still stand where he stood the day they kidnapped him. And you are there here making nonsense noise, talking about rubbish. You are telling us who doesn't, what is the reason for sit at home? The sit at home you see today, what is the reason? You people cannot use propaganda to destroy what you are doing. What you are doing is rooted deeper than you can see. Your propaganda is not selling.
Not even when they reason Nnamdi Kanu. But most of the reason why people still obey what he says because Nnamdi Kanu is still at large. So if Nnamdi Kanu is,
well, I'm going to end this video here. I'm removing it. But I just want you to know that you see these people that is saying today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is better than Simon Ekpa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is peaceful than time. They don't know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have his mind, heart, eyes fixed on one thing: restoration of Biafra. Nothing in this that he is. They say that the gentleness of the leopard is not a sign of weakness or a sign of a sign of weakness. No. Now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is gentle. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not called for Nigeria to be turned upside down. Does not mean that he doesn't have the heart to do it. But he is waiting for the time to come. And the time is here now. So if you think that Simon Ekpa is bad, if you think that Simon Ekpa is rugged, if you think that Simon Ekpa is doing too much, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is ×2 of what Simon Ekpa is doing. That is why your government is scared to release him. They don't know what to do to him. They are scared to release him. Britain, your father, your master, your ancestor, your God, your Britain is scared of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are afraid of him. Who they are afraid of is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not Simon Ekpa. They are afraid of him that equipped Simon Ekpa, not Simon Ekpa himself. So don't go to that level of trying to tell us if you people cannot bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down, because what people are doing after saying it tomorrow, you go and talk about now we're releasing you so that you can go and come. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not come down anything. If you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out from DSS dungeon tomorrow and he'll come and come down, no, you are a joker. We are out. We are out. We are out. We are out. We are here to restore Biafra. Nothing will stop us from restoring Biafra. Look at what our people are passing through in Lagos State today. Did you see that? Our people are living, as slaves in a place they call their own country. Look at it. We need Biafra. You that is watching me, let me tell you something. The only thing that will make you to be seen and treated like a human being by your fellow human beings is when you join this restoration, when you pick up the arm, whatever that you want to use to fight, and start fighting. If it is your mouth, if it is your resources, if it is weapon, if it is anything, whatever you can do to restore Biafra, do it. Said by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, anything you can do for Biafra to be restored, do it. I am with you. I stand with you. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is against is insubordination. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is against is sabotage. As long as you are not sabotaging the struggle, as long as you are fighting the zoo, whether you fight it under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or outside Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as long as you are fighting the zoo, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not have problem with you. That is what these zoo animals fail to understand. That is what the zoo animals fail to get. That is why they keep telling you that Simon Ekpa is this, Simon Ekpa is that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to kill Simon Ekpa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not have time to fight anybody. If you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out tomorrow from this DSS dungeon and start fighting with Simon Ekpa, you are a joker. I am telling you nothing but the truth. Let me show you sign of what is propelling us. I want to show you that thing that is making us mad. One of the things that is making us to do what we are doing. Where is this video? Can I get it? Can this man get out of my screen? Can I remove him here? Wait. Yeah. Let me remove him. Yeah. Let me show you. Let me see if I can see this video. What is this?
I'm in Nigeria. I don't need to discuss about Nigerian issue.
Oh, okay. Let me leave it. I'm going to leave this video. I can't find it. But I wanted to show you what our people are passing through in Lagos State. It is very, very. Let me see if it's here in my phone. It's very, very. It's heartbreaking. Very, very sad. Okay, it's not here. Very, very sad. Sad. What our people are passing through in Lagos State. I want to encourage our people in Lagos State to continue to believe. Like I always advise them whenever I come here. There is nothing bad in investing outside your country or outside your village or your area of whatever. But it becomes crazy when you found out that where you are is not friendly. It's not a friendly place. You should take a leaf from what happened to us during the war. In some part of Nigeria, our people lost everything they had and they never recovered it. That would have taught you a lesson. What happened to your father supposed to be a lesson to you. Let me tell you something. You see that man that killed your father? That man will not spare you. Nigeria killed your father. How do you think that Nigeria will spare you? You make money, yes. You build a house, yes, it's good. But why are you wasting billions to build a mansion in another man's land? This building I wanted to show you, but I couldn't find the video. Or is the video? Let me see. I think I had the video here. Look at the video here. Okay. Now listen. Look at how beautiful this house is. I don't know if you are seeing. No, you can't. You can't see it. Look at how beautiful. Look at it. You see it? Let me put volume. This house, did you see how beautiful it is? You see how beautiful it is. Can you tell me how much that this building costs. Look at the floor. Look at it. In the next 2 hours, that is today. That is today. In the next 2 hours, it's going down. This is Lagos State. In the next 2 hours, by now, this place has been raised down. By now, this building is no more. Do you see it? This is what a man, a Biafran, Igbo man, spent all his hard-earned money building. Why would you build? You know, sometimes I'm not blaming anybody because our people want, they love good things. Yes, we want to live in a good environment, good house. We want to feel joy that God has blessed, Chukwu Okebem has blessed us. But there are things when you go overboard. Nigeria has proven to you, not once, not twice, not more uncountable times, that they don't want you. Why would you go to the extent of putting on something that is so beautiful? You spent a lot of money putting on. Today is no more. They have raised it down, completely leveled. As I'm talking to you now, this place is no more. It's no more. This is height of wickedness. I want to encourage our people to remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called you people and told you to start having a rethink. All of you saw him as somebody who is frustrated. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is inside suffering. You are outside suffering. Everybody is suffering. But my pain is that this is not going to teach you people a lesson. In fact, as these things are going down, some of our people are I am sure, I can bet my life that our people bought lands today, not lands today in Lagos State. Hey, who did this thing to us? Some are buying houses, some are buying lands to build houses in Lagos. The same Lagos where they are bringing down the structures that their kinsmen put in place. Who did this thing to us? People are talking about relocating the Nadipo market to east. So many of them are kicking against it. People are talking about relocating Spanda market, which is Balogu market, to the east. So many people are fighting against it. So many people are talking about relocating, what is that one in, what is it again? Electronic, the place they say electronic, Alaba International. Some people are talking about relocating it to the east, to our land. Some of these people are kicking against it. And what you ask yourself is, who gave birth to these people? Who impregnated these people, for goodness sake? How long will something happen to you before you can have sense? Ojukwu cried when you finish whatever you build and called him to come and commission it. He came there, he cursed you people and leave. Hey. But those who want to listen, let me tell you something. I want you to know that the best thing to do is to fund this struggle. Only when Biafra is restored, you will have security. You will have peace. Without security, without Biafra, even if you like, go to the east, go to your village, they will come there and deal with you. I am telling you, support the agitation, support Biafra restoration, use your money and fund it. so that at the end of the day, those things Nigeria denied you, Biafra will give it to you. I want you to take it home. This is advice. Join the struggle. Fund it with your money. That is all you need. Join this struggle. Fund it with your money. Nobody's calling you to come on the street and start saying you are a Biafran, you are IPOB. Nobody's telling you to carry flag and wave it on the street of Nigeria. All we ask you to do is to secretly start funding this liberation. Because we are now in the liberation stage. We need money. We need things, materials to defend our land, defend our mothers, defend our fathers, defend our sisters, defend our children, defend our village, our communities. We need money. We need material to do those things. So we need your money. If you still believe that somehow, Nigeria is going to favor you tomorrow, take a leave from Peter Obi. Today, Peter Obi has been disgraced. Peter Obi has been made he has been crying all over the zone. He cried to the north, he cried to the west, he cried to the east, he cried to the south, the one they call south. Peter Obi has been disgraced. Are you hearing about obedience anymore? This is the end. I am telling you, this is the fate of Biafrans in Nigeria. The earlier you know this, the better for you. The earlier you wake up from your slumber and start supporting, funding the agitation, the better for you and your children. If not, what killed your father will kill you. Nigeria killed your father, isn't it? Isn't it? If you don't do anything about Nigeria, Nigeria is going to kill you. Nigeria killed your ancestors. If you don't do anything to stop Nigeria, Nigeria is going to kill you. And when Nigeria kills you, he's going to come after your children. So the best thing we can do is to unite ourselves, join our hands together in one mind. There is nothing unity cannot do. If we unite, we can push Nigeria down like today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu use only microphone to destroy Nigeria. What do you think your money can achieve when you join it together with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and all the agitators, and we gain our freedom? Only then we'll have right to speak. Only then we'll have right to speak when other people are speaking. Only that we can beat our chest and say, yes, we have a nation. Until then, you are joking. You are playing. This is all I have for you this evening, fellow Biafrans. I want you to continue praying for our leader. Very, very important. The reason why you should pray for our leader is that we have to preserve him. The zoo, do not trust them a bit. They are weak, they are coward, they are wicked, they are evil, they are devilish. The zoo. So pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that his life will be preserved. And also remind Chukwu Okiabema that on 15th of December, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have to come out. He has stayed enough. He has no business being there. So I want you to always remember to pray for our leader and pray for all the agitators, all the good IPOB, not IPOB Nigeria, but IPOB, the one that is under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what I'm talking about. Not the one that is under the control of Nigeria. No. But the one that is under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Pray for them. Pray for us. Pray for every man that is still agitating today, so that Chukwu Okiabema will cover us so that the eyes of the enemies will not get to us, so the hands of the enemies will not touch us. As you do this, Chukwu Okabiama will bless you. I thank you, fellow Biafrans, for joining me this evening in this program. I believe that you learn one or two or from what I just brought before you this evening. I pray that Chukwu Okabiama will keep you safe. I will bless you. If you have not shared the program, may you share the program now. Just now, share it. This program needs to go far and wide. Share the program. And as you do so, Chukwu Okabiama will bless you. After that being said, I want you to know that with all my heart, with all my spirit, with all my soul, I love you all. Until I come your way again, from here, from me from here, it is good night.